Thank you for stopping in. Here we're going to be doing a video on how to use colonized grain to inoculate your all-in-one bags. Here I'm using a 5-pound all-in-one bag that has 2 pounds of grain and 3 pounds of our A+ alpaca rabbit substrate. Here I'm just breaking up the grain. It's going to make it a little bit easier to dump in the all-in-one bag. And we just massage it lightly with the palms of our hands. Just try to make sure you get everything broken up well. It'll just make things easier when you're moving on to your next step. So before I open it, spray it down with alcohol. I've already washed my hands with soap and water. Some people use gloves for everything. I don't always use gloves. Here I just wash my hands, spray everything down with 70% alcohol. I've already sprayed the bag with 70% alcohol as well. My flow hood's been running for 30 minutes with no circulating air in my house. And here I'm loosening up the gussets. It's just going to make it easier to pour in, and what you're going to do here is just prop the bag up so it's open, but what I do is I turn it lightly just so it leans just lightly against the flow hood. And from here I cut the top open of the bag, and a little trick I like to do here is open it up and then seal it at an angle so that I have a spout left over. And that makes it easier to pour your grain in and close it back up quickly in between bags. So now we have a little spout on one end. We pour in whatever we feel like we can spare. I don't like to go more than a pound each because then it'll be right at a 1-to-1 ratio there. So we're still pouring. That's a 4-pound bag, so we spread this 4-pound bag out over 15 or 20 all in one bag, so you really get a lot out of it. Seal it with the rubber band. We'll make sure everything's straight, don't touch anything inside the bag, and we just fold it right back up. Put it in our magnetic sealer. These are great because you just hold it down, it locks it in, and once it's ready to be taken off, it pops. And from here, we're going to massage everything all together. Mix everything really well. Try to stay away from the filter if you can. If some of it hits it, it's not a big deal, but just try your best not to. And we try to get all the grain out of those little hard to reach spots there as well. Just makes it a little bit easier. And mix everything up, as you want that colonized grain to lock into everything. You want it to colonize the substrate, the non-colonized grain. And then from here, we're just kind of trying to get every little piece of dirt down there, loosen everything up, and then we start to set our cake. Setting our cake is just flattening it down lightly with our hands and just trying to make the cake nice and flat, fill out the whole bag. What this is going to do is prevent side pins. Side pins are okay, but it's not what you're looking for. So we want to have a nice uniform cake, and eventually that bag is going to fill up with air as it's fully colonized, and your mushroom will grow right out of it. There you are.